じて。
Alright, so welcome to the episode of my nighttime series. This one, there's a bit of a purpose to this one, like for once, which is kind of crazy. Because some news just dropped in MCOC, and I just want to report that real quick because there has been a change to the difficulty of the side quests and the event quests, and I know this is quite big for some players just because there was a massive difficulty increase when the event initially dropped. So yeah, just wanted to report about that. And I also just want to talk about my overall review of the new Thronebreaker KVQ. I said Thronebreaker KVQ, of Thronebreaker EQ, just because I'm about to finish exploring that, and I have just some things I want to say about it. And then of course just want to go over what happened in Wildcard Weekend, because there is one more game I have to report about, and there's one game that's going on right now. So yeah, should be an interesting episode, and let's just get right into it. So first things first, originally in the Master and Heroic side quest, the PI was just absolutely insane. You were fighting very high health pool opponents, and you couldn't even auto fight it at one point. So yeah, the fact that they finally tuned down Heroic and Master, I think it's just a huge win for everyone. There's no reason to be upset about it, and it's just a very good thing to do, because a lot of progressing players, example Seedon, when he was going through his free to play account, he was really struggling in the earlier content, even though last month he wasn't struggling at all. So I feel it's good that they finally addressed that, and they are able to and just make it a lot more easier for people to just go through the earlier contents. Because for me, last month it was just a free auto fight fest. I could just auto fight the earlier content and then just get the free rewards, because the rewards aren't even that bad in the earlier stages for even an account of my level, because it's just free Cavalier crystal shards. So yeah, it's always worth doing, of course. And now I can just auto fight it again, which feels really nice to do. So yeah, that's a pretty awesome win. I believe the event quests, the monthly quest also got revamped as well, which is great, because apparently Thronebreaker EQ, some people were having a really hard time with Baron Zemo. I have not fought him yet. I am a bit scared to fight him now, because I've heard a lot of horror stories about him, and Absorbing Man too. I've seen a lot of screenshots of people just having him at 1% and him refusing to die. So yeah, now now I can do it with a bit more of an easier time, just because I think they nerfed the health pools of Absorbing Man and Baron Zemo a little bit. But overall, now I should probably talk about just my overall thoughts on Thronebreaker EQ so far. And to be honest, it's kind of boring. It's Thronebreaker EQ, I feel they really just didn't change anything at all. The health pools are honestly quite concerning at one point, because I had to fight a 400,000 health APOC in the second quest or something. That was not fun, I would rather not have to fight near Roma Legends health pools in KVQ. I mean, in Thronebreaker EQ. I'm gonna call it KVQ. I'm just it's just, I'm so used to KVQ being the highest form of content in monthly events. So yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to get used to Thronebreaker EQ. But the rewards, I should probably talk about the rewards, right? The rewards are great, in my opinion. It's I think it's half of a catalyst, of a rank 4 catalyst, which is pretty good, especially given that the side event also has some as well. So there's you get about 2/3 of a rank 4 catalyst throughout the month. I think that's very good for Thronebreaker players, because this isn't Paragon level stuff, right? This isn't a Paragon event. This isn't things for the Paragon players. These rewards are designed for people that are trying to push Paragon and are trying to get rank 4. So I feel they did a good job at addressing that. KVQ now, I honestly think it got a bit worse. This might be a bit controversial, but I'm just gonna say it. I think KVQ got a bit nerfed, because back then there were these very class friendly nodes for KVQ, and they put that into Thronebreaker difficulty, and now KVQ nodes are just Science Ascendancy and all that, and that's super annoying. Because yeah, there's not it's just not as fun. It's just really basic fights, but you get a bonus base attack increase because of the class wheel. I don't know. I just feel that's a bit lazy. The rewards stay the same. The rewards have always been fine for KVQ, because it's for a Cavalier pushing Thronebreaker, so you get some tier 5 class catalyst. I think you get 10% of a selector, which is fine for progressing players, of course. But the 6-star charts are nice. The gold is pretty nice. I forgot to mention, the gold in Thronebreaker KVQ is quite nuts. you get like up to 3.6 million for like the whole exploration, and you pair that with like the side event gold as well, which gives like another 2 million. That's like 6 million gold all in like 1 month. That's like very good. That's very good. And especially if you grind out like the solo events like in MCOC, you can get up to like, I would say like 20 or 30 million gold a month. Very awesome. I feel like gold is very slowly becoming like much less of an issue overall. But I want to talk about that in another video because there is a way to get a ton of gold in the month, and I feel like people need to know that. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Going a bit off topic here, but yeah, overall, Thronebreaker EQ, it's boring. It's very boring. The rewards, though, are very nice. I will not complain about the rewards at all. Cav EQ, I think it got a bit worse. The health pools did get lowered, though, to be fair, so it makes it a bit easier. I'll complain a bit less because now like the health pools are a bit easier to deal with. The bosses, you know, still usual stuff. But yeah, I'm happy with the new changes to the difficulty level, and I'm also happy with the rewards overall for Thronebreaker Cav EQ. So yeah, pretty good stuff. And now I want to talk about the Bengals and the Ravens game last night. That game was crazy, man, because it was going so good for the Ravens in the later half. And then that one single play, that was a 99-yard fumble recovery touchdown, just ruined the Ravens. And I felt so bad because Huntley was having a pretty decent game, I would say, like, pretty rough start, but he like really started to like get fired up and he was playing really, really good. And then that one play just ruined the momentum, man. One play can really just destroy your momentum. And then that's all the Bengals needed to just like maintain the lead. And then they ended up winning 17-24. So yeah, overall, I'm a bit let down. I feel like the Ravens deserved much better, but that was just a really silly play call, like to go for that at the 1 yard. Yeah, it was just, I don't know, man. It wasn't even at the 1 yard line. It was like at the 2 yard line, and they went for that. A bit goofy, like a bit of a goofy way to end their season, but I'm not gonna complain too much. But right now is the Cowboys and the Buccaneers game, so I want to wrap this up really quickly just so I can go watch that because I'm so excited for that game. Cowboys fans, they are very loud and proud, so I just want to see what happens if they do lose to the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, I don't think anyone wants them to win at this point just because, you know, everyone's over Tom Brady. Well, not everyone. You know, I still appreciate him. I know he's, like, still, like, the GOAT. But, you know, I just want, like, some more new teams, man. I want to see Tom Brady in another Super Bowl. But, yeah, should be a pretty fun game. And that's going to wrap up this video. So let me know your thoughts on the new Thronebreaker Cav EQ. I really just said it again. I said Thronebreaker Cav EQ again. Let me know your thoughts on Thronebreaker EQ. Let me know your thoughts on the new changes to the difficulty. I think it's pretty good overall. And let me know your thoughts on who's going to win between the Buccaneers and the Cowboys. So, yeah, that's about it for me.